my sources, and they're legit, tell me that it was the only people that didn't know what was happening was LeBron and me.
What?
That's right. And let me tell you something.
All right, welcome back to the show, everyone. Hope you all are having a good day so far. So, all right, this video popped up on my feed. This is from Red Blooded Sports, and before I tell you the title, let me just explain to you guys that before I started doing this YouTube channel, I never heard anything about this Delonte West situation. And if you don't know, then, well, I'd say let's wait for the video. Because I don't want to say anything that's wrong. So I'm here to learn, everybody. So I know the premise and I know the gist of it. I don't know what's true and what's not. So this video is titled, Did LeBron James' Mom Really Sleep with Delonte West? A documentary. And yes, this is from Red Blooded Sports. So I'm sure I'm going to learn something, but it's also going to be hilariously savage. The first image I'm staring at right here, right now, it should probably be like fading into view for you guys, but I'm just sitting here staring at this image, and oh man, I know what we're in for this video. So okay guys, as I always do, I'm gonna link the original video down below. So if you want to check out his channel, go right ahead. It's a pretty hilarious channel, I gotta admit, and real nice dude too. I've chatted with him a couple of times in the comments. Also, so like, yeah, the link is going to be down there in the description. You also see a list of channel members. So thank you all channel members. I'd like to welcome Ryan Heizman. Hopefully I said that correctly. But Ryan, thank you for joining on board. I appreciate you all. Guys, I think that's it. Let's see what this is all about. Here we go.
This is the video that LeBron James does not want you to see. In today's video,
God.
I am going to cover the NBA's greatest conspiracy theory.
A very embarrassing story in regards to LeBron's mother.
And
God.
address the burning question that NBA fans have had for 15 years. Did LeBron James' teammate Delonte West get caught putting a body on the King's mother?
God.
I don't give a damn. I'm telling you what I know. He was betrayed by some of his teammates.
And did LeBron
Holy crap! So this was on ES. What was I doing at this time? This was on ESPN. This was on mainstream media.
really force the trade of a player who looked like Delonte West? And did this alleged tryst really alter the trajectory of the Chosen One's career and the course of NBA history? Buckle up, Buttercup, because it's about to get ugly. And I mean bumpin' ugly. Because I dug up all the facts around one of the most insane
Wait. Delonte and Gloria breaking.
alleged stories in NBA history. Let's get at it.
The last Celtic run to ruin LeBron's Mother's Day. Go!
The summer of 2010 was an incredible time in NBA history, as the summer's free agency class was unlike any other in history. Among others, Chris Bosh, Amari Stoudemire, Dwayne Wade, Dirk Nowitzki, and of course, LeBron James were all poised to hit the market at the same time.
Yep.
LeBron James was the centerpiece, and his possible destinations included Chicago, New York, Miami, or his hometown Cleveland Cavaliers.
Wait a second. I thought this happened. Never mind. I'll just wait.
Sports media around the country was ablaze discussing the possibilities. It's lit wasn't even a saying back then, but I mean, damn it, this was lit. But the face of the league, LeBron James, had many questions lurking in the background. An early, untimely exit from the playoffs, along with back-to-back rough outings as his team faced elimination, and a rumor no major media would dare to discuss that LeBron had discovered an ongoing...
Oh, so it was on his first tenure with the Cavs. That's why I was confused. I was like, didn't this happen after he was with Miami? This happened the first time he was with the Cavs? I really don't understand, because I was watching a lot of hoops at this time.
affair between a teammate of his and his own mother.
Damn,
that
man.
teammate was Delonte West, who was a standout player at St. Joseph's. He joined the Cavaliers as a 6'3" guard in 2007 and was a 7th-year NBA veteran by the time he was rumored to have broken bro code. Before joining the Cavs, West had a serious run-in with the law.
Guys, I think this goes beyond bro code. You know, we know to stay away from, you know, each other's partners or exes and stuff like that. You're not to... You got to be a wild man if you're going after homie's mom. Like, this is nuts. I mean, I get it. She was probably just in, like, her 40s. You know, like, maybe mid-40s at this point. But, dude, that's your teammate, dude. Like, you don't want to do this.
Something he had in common with his superstar teammate's mother. Gloria James has been a public figure for some time. Today, she can be seen courtside at Lakers games, sitting alongside her family, and has even brushed elbows with Hollywood elites. LeBron put her into a spokeswoman's position at his I Promise school, and even wrote this tribute a few years ago. However, dating back to the King's childhood, the relationship between the two has seen considerable turmoil. Gloria James had LeBron at 16 years old. There were many nights when LeBron was in elementary school that his mother simply abandoned him, leaving James fearful that she would never return again. After moving 12 times over 3 years, and with her son barely attending school, Gloria sent him to live with his Pee-wee football coach for an entire year.
Yeah, I saw one of the places that they lived. What was that documentary called? It's More Than a Game, which is ironic right now because he now says it's just basketball. But anyways, I'm not trying to go down that avenue. But no, I saw one of the places that he grew up in. They let him back in for the documentary, and yeah, they definitely came up from the ashes for damn sure.
However, when her son reached phenom status as a high school athlete, Gloria exhibited a stunning lack of humility. At St. Vincent games, she taunted the other moms in the crowd and acquired a new 2003 Hummer for LeBron from a dealership for the Hollywood elite in Los Angeles while he was still in high school, despite her lack of believable funds.
Oh, that's a bad look. That's a bad look.
After LeBron turned pro, Gloria didn't slow her roll. She was arrested in Akron, Ohio in 2006 on charges including driving while intoxicated, disorderly conduct, and reckless operation after nearly hitting an unmarked Akron police vehicle.
Wow.
She showed some of that.
Okay, see, this is news to me. After, like I only know a little bit about how they were, you know, LeBron was brought up from that documentary. I know her role and all that. But I'm not going to pretend like I've been following what LeBron's mom is doing. So all this is news to me. I have no idea. Like, I don't even know what she's doing right now. Like, as far as just in general.
Leg strength that she passed down to her son when she kicked out the window of a police cruiser.
Oh,
in the 2008 playoffs, she jumped right into a courtside scuffle between LBJ and Paul Pierce, prompting LeBron to give her the old "sit your ass down, mom." During LeBron's first season in Miami, Gloria was arrested for battery and disorderly intoxication. She was said to have slapped a hotel valet with such force that she lost her balance and fell to the ground.
Jeez.
She allegedly spewed some pretty colorful...
That's like me on tequila, man.
...insults at the guy, too. And while in custody...
You don't know... Hold up. You don't know who I am. Oh, I'm not quoting. I'm not saying this.
In a video that is somehow no longer available, TMZ reported that she even tried to break out of her handcuffs. So at the end of the 2010 season, when the rumor took off...
Okay, that image is just ridiculous. Okay. Shout out Terminator 2. My God.
That Gloria James was letting one of the Cavaliers run a backdoor cut on her.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
It just didn't seem off-brand. Guess who's gonna try and take this video down? This guy right here. So before he does, and before the clutch vans pull up on me, I really need you, yes you, to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you love.
Done.
Now,
Done, and done. If they try to take yours down, they got to try to take mine down too then.
Gloria James has never admitted to being involved in one of the most clown shit crazy stories in NBA history, but anyone with 2 firing synapses will figure out that something really, really foul went down. The amount of circumstantial and proven evidence is staggering. Terez Owens broke the story back on May 14th, 2010, that Gloria James was sleeping with Delonte West.
2010. Okay, so they broke the story. Oh.
Although the source seemed a little sketchy, he did say that LeBron found out after Game 4 and that it had an effect on team chemistry. During that game, LeBron didn't shoot great, going 7 for 18, including 0 for 5 from beyond the arc, but even so, the story was so completely outlandish that it wasn't really believable and might have died out on its own until Owens...
Okay, tell you the truth, I mean, because I've heard murmurs, yeah, Delonte. I never, I always thought it was just trash talking. Like, that's really what I thought. I didn't know this was absolutely real. Okay, I've got to keep learning.
Owens got hit with a cease and desist order.
Who did? Hold up.
Out on its own until Owens got hit with a cease and desist order from LeBron's attorney. Interestingly, his attorney didn't press the issue past a warning letter. Less than a week after the initial story, Houston Rockets Hall of Fame guard Calvin Murphy had this to say about the rumors on ESPN Radio.
Calvin Murphy with us here, ESPN 97.5. Hey, do you think there's any validity to this rumor regarding LeBron James' mom and Delonte West?
It ain't no rumor.
Huh?
It ain't no rumor. Unfortunately, my sources in the NBA tell me that it's absolutely true.
Damn.
My sources, and they're legit, tell me that it was the only people that didn't know what was happening was LeBron and me.
What?
That's right. And let me tell you something. West is one of these players now.
Delonte West
is one of these players now that is going to get what they call the old proverbial blackball.
Yeah, blackballed.
Now, the Rockets legend has a bit of a shady reputation, so his words were taken by many with more than just a grain of salt.
Guys, do you think this was like a petty thing, like Delonte hated LeBron secretly, so he did this? Or do you think he was just really into LeBron's mom? Because he had to sacrifice a lot for this. Because, yeah, of course, you're going to get blackballed from the league. By that point, LeBron was the face of the league, whether we like it or not. That's what the league decided. So, I just don't even know. What is this story? What am I doing today?
However, after quickly firing back at Terez Owens, I have found no record of James' legal team contacting Calvin Murphy after such a bold and direct statement. And ultimately, Murphy's assertion that LeBron was gone would be proven correct a few short weeks later. The alleged topic hit mainstream sports media shortly thereafter, although none of the personalities who covered this were able to or allowed to openly discuss what the alleged topic exactly was. Colin Cowherd did not mention specifics of the incident on his radio show, but he instead divulged that his sources informed him that the New York Post had staked out Gloria James's house.
What?
Sources tell the herd that the New York media has twice staked out LeBron James' mother's house in recent months and was going to run a very embarrassing story in regards to LeBron's mother. A story I'm not allowed to report on this network, therefore I will not.
I'm not allowed to report on this network. Damn, man. Yeah, La Media was real back in 2010 even. That's 15 years of this nonsense.
Bill Simmons noted that James didn't publicly say goodbye to any of his teammates when he left.
Hold on, let me interject one more second, because I'm not positive we're allowed to talk about this, although I feel like we should, because look, whether it's true or untrue, and ESPN isn't in the policy, I don't think, of just running rumors as news or all that. I did talk about it in chat. At some point, this took a life of its own, and if you look at the way LeBron left and the way he played those last couple games, and the fact that, if you watch this team the last 2-3 years, how tight they were, they had all these little rituals,
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
This was like one of the most close-knit NBA teams I think any of us had ever seen.
Yeah, they were.
And by the end of that Boston series, that was gone. And then he does the special, the decision, does not mention these players once, has not mentioned them since he left, has not said, like, goodbye to my brother Mo Williams in a tweet. None of that stuff. It's almost like he's gone out of his way to distance himself from everybody on that team.
The most pointed statement from a major media source came several years after the alleged incident.
Oh, that's a rough image. Damn, man.
Of late 2019, Stephen A. Smith firmly maintained that LeBron was slighted and humiliated back in 2010, not only by his teammates, but by various members of the Cavs organization.
There were personal issues going on with LeBron James and his teammates. He was disrespected and he was flat out betrayed. And I don't give a damn what anybody says. He probably will never speak about it. Some people gonna call me a liar, whatever. I don't give a damn. I'm telling you what I know. He was betrayed by some of his teammates in that Cleveland organization. And that played a role into why he left Cleveland to go to Miami. Happened to him that last year in Cleveland was nothing short of betrayal. It had nothing to do with basketball.
And just keep in mind.
What do you guys think? Because when you're a public figure like this, I kind of lean towards if this is already out, I might as well just address it and stamp it. Like it's done. Yeah. Laugh all you want, guys. You get a good laugh. It's all good, whatever. And hopefully this will get forgotten after a while. You know what I mean? But if you reject it and try to bury it like it looks like they did, it takes a life of its own by doing that. This is the way I see things, at least. Because then people are trying their best to prove it. And in doing so, it blows up, and it has a lot more traction. It'll last longer because you can go like a couple of months without any breakthrough. Then you have a new breakthrough, and now it's the wound is being ripped open over and over and over again. I'm curious what you guys think, though. How would you handle it? Like, because there's no right or wrong answer in my mind. It's just a matter of preference. But would you bury it like LeBron did, or would you just acknowledge it and hope that the embarrassment passes after some time?
That during summer 2010, Stephen A's sources were on point and valid. Remember, he was the first mainstream media personality to say that LBJ to Miami was a done deal. Now, nothing in these statements definitively proves that one of the Cavs was trying to take a granny shot at LeBron's mom, but these statements were from some veteran and respected sports journalists, each of them with their own network of trustworthy sources. So while nobody could prove Gloria James got to show off to Delonte her ball handling skills, that's a lot of smoke coming from some place where there supposedly wasn't any fire. Follow me on X at Red Blood Sports for more unhinged takes. And there's more hints in the stat sheets. If James found out right before Game 4, wouldn't this have affected his on-court performance? Well, in Games 1 through 3, LeBron was popping off. 33 of 59, 5 of 13 from three-point range, and just 8 turnovers over 3 games where he scored 36 points per game.
Hold on. I was too busy focusing on this. Them looking in opposite directions. A moment in the middle. Anyways. All right, games 1 through 3, 36 points a game. He shot great. 5 for 13 from threes, not good. In 3 games, he had 8 turnovers, so like about 2.5 each game. Not bad. No, he's playing actually. These are good numbers.
Turnovers over 3 games where he scored 36 points per game. Games 4 through 6 saw the Kings.
All right, sorry. So fourth. Oh my God. I think there's some validity to it then. I mean, we've seen him do this outside of situations like this where he just chokes. But I mean, this time it would be, 2 for 13 from 3. Yeah, I've seen these numbers before. Yeah, we've broken these numbers down, but with this context, it changes things. 20 turnovers in those final 3 games, 4, 5, 6. So he's averaging like almost 7 turnovers a game there. Wow. Shoot. Okay. Sounding more and more legit.
Stats fall off a cliff.
Yeah, straight up.
19 of 53, 2 of 13 from 3, 21 points per game, and 20 turnovers. But hey, that's just LeBron's stats. And, you know, you really want to make a case for West running a behind the back on his own teammate. Delonte's stats should have fallen off too. Well, that's just what happened. In games 1 through 3 of this series, West went 10 for 17 from the field and 0 for 2 from 3 with 7 rebounds and 9 assists. But in games 4, 5, and 6 combined, Delonte West put up a ton of bricks. After he was caught, allegedly, getting bricked up for LeBron's mom, he shot a horrific 1 for 12 with 2 rebounds and 3 assists.
Oh no. Damn.
Over those 3 losses. Both LeBron and Delonte's stats took a giant dump right after Terez Owens claimed that the King found out about the affair between his teammate and his mom. I mean, if the allegations are really true, whose mom does shit like that? Because, I mean, sleeping with your son's teammate is top shelf ratchetry.
How do you do that? How do you do that? What the hell is going on?
If
That's fair too. That's fair because I was just talking about Delonte being way off base doing something like this. But LeBron's mom too, man. Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Like, out of all the people, you're LeBron James's mother. You know, you want to go find someone to have some fun with. I'm sure you can find someone to have some fun with. Why's it got to be one of his teammates?
true, Gloria James.
I also understand now why basically all of you guys I've been talking to in chat or in comments, you guys basically, this is fact to you. This is not even, there's nothing to question about this. Once I saw the breakdown on how Delonte and LeBron played in that series before and after the news broke, I think I'm with you. Damn.
And Delonte West's alleged affair was the catalyst, not only for the top-seeded Cavaliers losing that 2010 series against the Celtics and their chance at a ring that year, but for all of the basketball-related dominoes that fell from that point on.
Yeah, no kidding. So Delonte and LeBron's mom ruined the NBA for the next 15 years. It pissed LeBron off so much that we entered the super team era. And we've never been able to come out of the super team era because of this.
Including the decision, not 2, not 3, not 4, Shaquille O'Neal retiring 1 ring short of Kobe, Dirk's first ring, this unfortunate Chris Bosh video, LeBron's 2014 return to Cleveland, and the multitude of free agent acquisitions and player transactions that fell into place that summer, which completely reset the NBA landscape for the entire decade and beyond.
Yeah, it did.
Assuming that the alleged affair and LeBron's reaction to it actually happened, then virtually every single NBA personnel decision from summer 2010 on through to today can be traced back to one Big Bang
That means 2 things.
event. Think about it. The current NBA as it exists today is nothing less than the downstream consequences of the after-hours activities of a player with a career scoring average under 10 points per game.
Good God.
This guy.
This is a bucket. This is a jug. Oh, this is a jug. Jug. So what's that? That is a bucket.
This guy right here.
That was the other thing, the other part of this. From what I've understood, he's had a rough ride since all this, but maybe we'll get into it.
These are automobiles. You better have my donuts.
Made the NBA what it is today. If this did happen, and I'll let you be the judge, so please let me know if you think this really happened after the video is done in the comments. And key players in the Cavaliers organization knew that Delonte West actually took it to the rack with LeBron's mom and did nothing about it, then any man among us can understand that James absolutely could not go back to Cleveland after that, no matter what they were offering.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fair. I'm trying to figure out what the organization could have done because it already happened. You can prevent it from happening anymore, or at least try, but can you really? That's their own personal lives. You can't tell your player who to sleep with and who not to sleep with. As far as I'm concerned, they're both single people, so they can choose. They're adults. I don't know. I'd have a hard time of this. Like, if I was the owner of the Cavs and I knew about this, like, what do I do? I'd probably call Delonte in and be like, bro, we all know what you're doing. You might want to stop, but I can't force you to do anything. This is just wild. Just what a wild situation.
Assuming that level of institutional betrayal, taking the chance at starting over on a new team in a new city, especially one that had two of his closest and most trusted friends already on the roster, would suddenly become a very attractive option. If it was true that many in the Cleveland Cavaliers organization knew that one of the players was committing multiple up and down violations with LeBron's mom and they didn't tell him, then I could understand him dragging the Cavs franchise into the twatty, self-serving abyss that was the decision, if not the millions of Cavaliers fans who supported him.
That's an interesting angle. So if you were the owner, what's his name, Dan Gilbert or whatever, if you were the owner and you knew about it, would you tell LeBron about it? Now we're going into some dicey territory, man. I don't know about this conversation. I don't know. Like, would you guys know? Like, I know I'm asking you guys a lot of questions because this is all perspective stuff. I can't even answer this one. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with this decision. If I was sitting on this information, I don't know. I don't know how I would break this to LeBron. Hey, buddy, take a seat. Have a drink. I got to break some bad news for you. Have you noticed where your mom's at the last couple of nights, late night? Do you know where Delonte's at?
And that's what happened. LeBron went south after his mom allegedly rode west.
God,
so what was
man.
Delonte's reaction to all of this? At first, West tried to downplay the rumors.
Excuse me.
And more.
Hold up. The rumor stayed with Delonte West. Isn't he that guy who, with LeBron James' mom? The rumor's never proven true. The rumor has no clear origin. And, okay, all that is known is they were teammates, and they had a few interesting moments. Interesting. What is this? Camion? Who published this? Camion?
But recently, he denied any involvement with Gloria James, or any mother, curiously enough, on Instagram Live.
It is, man, Coach Slim, man, but I'm coaching something different right now. I'm doing it big for my man, Delonte West. And one thing I'm going to say, man, he never fucked who?
I ain't never had a fit with nobody's mother. But I might slept with my son's mother, that's about it.
You saying, man, he ain't never fucked LeBron's mother, and I'm going to do it for him, Slim. Man, put the word out, let everybody know this great man right here.
NBA head coach this season, man, and with every team I played up undefeated. He don't never lose.
Although, man, and this is my opinion, if you take the words of a man in a bucket hat and a Minnie Mouse chain.
I didn't mean to do that. Man, it's hard to see Delonte like that. It's hard to see anybody like that.
And this is my opinion, if you take the words of a man in a bucket hat and a Minnie Mouse chain standing in front of a 7-Eleven after dark at face value, that's kind of on you.
I know.
However, let the record show that Delonte West confirmed that he slept with Gloria James on 2 separate occasions.
Okay.
First, when he fired these shots at LeBron over Instagram back.
Hold up. Okay, Delonte, since King James want to talk bad about his pops, I had to repost this. Wait, what? Oh. Hold up.
When he fired the
Wait. Oh, whose dad is better? Del Curry. That's okay. This is Steph Curry's dad, Del Curry. I didn't read that. Oh man, he reposted this. When was this? I don't see a date.
These shots at LeBron over Instagram back in 2016.
2016. Okay. Wow.
And the second time when he flat out admitted point blank.
Okay, Delonte directly adding LeBron James. We are not cool anymore, man. Take my name out of your mouth and stay with one team. You suck, Joe. You need all-stars surrounding you to win. Talk about my family again and watch what's going to happen. Wow. It's all fun and games until someone gets hurt. He didn't confirm it there, though. But yeah, I mean, he confirmed there's bad blood, obviously.
That he played Hide the Salami with Bron's mommy in this interview with Vice. And I can't show this video due to copyright infringement.
Okay, I can read this, though. For damn sure. Okay. There's a clip from Delonte. Okay. All right. I didn't want my son going to school and people making fun of him for something his daddy did, he said. Oh, didn't your daddy have sex with LeBron's mama? Man, I don't want to deal with all that. I'm not living for just me anymore. I didn't want my son going to school, making okay, because of something his daddy did. Okay, so he confirmed it. Yeah. No. He didn't say did or didn't do. He's just straight up said did. Okay. I don't think this is like a question anymore.
But you can look it up. To me, this admission seemed more organic, particularly as he discussed the reason why he refused to name his son Delonte West Jr. Do you think that Delonte West made it into LeBron's mom's restricted area? Wait till the end of this video and let me know in the comments.
West is one of these players now.
Delonte West.
Delonte West is one of these players now that is going to get what they call the old proverbial blackball.
Was Delonte West really blackballed from the league? Doesn't seem like it. The Cavaliers traded West in short order, quite possibly to the worst team to send him to, a team fresh off a 15-win season, the Minnesota Timberwolves, where he was cut a week after. Interestingly enough, he was picked up by LeBron's arch rivals, the Boston Celtics, and he played the 2011 season with them. Delonte then spent 2012 on another team that gave LeBron fits, the Mavericks.
Oh, wow.
He was suspended by Dallas the next preseason and then didn't suit up in the NBA again. From 2013 through 2015, West played for the D-Leagues and then overseas. Sadly, West's mental health issues have caught up with him in recent.
After fleeing police, suspected overdose, and disturbing update. I mean, that's... So this is 2024. Yeah, I mean, this is obviously what I was thinking was the issue. Was drug-related problems.
Years. There are reports of him on the street looking kind of rough. You can look those up on your own.
I mean, we've already seen some of the videos. LeBron, wow. LeBron James vows to spend whatever money it takes to get Delonte West help. Really? Did you stand on business? Bro just got arrested today. Yeah, I do remember Mark Cuban talking about it too. He tried to help him as well.
Apparently pledged to help out his former teammate, although I couldn't determine if he actually followed through. And just when you think this story can't get any more insane and bizarre, during my research for this video, I saw this guy say that LeBron forced Heat president Pat Riley to trade away a player because he looked like Delonte West.
This relationship is also the reason why LeBron decided to leave the Cavaliers that summer, abandoning Delonte West to join the Miami Heat, where he teamed up with Wade and Bosh and won 2 rings. When he got there in 2011, the first thing he decided that he wanted to do after 1 season was get rid of teammate Michael Beasley.
Now, I was going to say Bees. Dude, Beasley was good, though.
Want to get rid of the former #1 overall pick. Well, according to Beasley's own father, Michael looked too much like Delonte West. And apparently LeBron James was scared that the same situation would happen again. So he forced Pat Riley and the Miami Heat to trade Beasley.
Now, there's
Miami Heat players and Beasley tell stories about him crushing LeBron one-on-one, and that being the reason why LeBron refuses to play anybody one-on-one. I could believe it, too. At that time, Beasley, that dude could hoop.
Details that aren't correct here. Michael Beasley was drafted number 2, not number 1 overall, and he wasn't traded a year after LeBron's arrival. Michael Beasley, who averaged 14 points a game in his second season, was traded just 2 days after LeBron's arrival.
Crazy.
And how much did the Heat get in return for a third-year guy who was the 2nd overall pick with a ton of offensive potential, who could have given the Heat another scoring option on the floor?
Yeah.
Would you believe 2 second-round draft picks? And yeah, the Heat supposedly had to make the trade for salary cap considerations, but would you believe that they sent him to the same 15-win Timberwolves team that Cleveland shipped Delonte
It's like
West
purgatory, man. What the hell?
to. And while all of this could be seen as highly coincidental, we still haven't gotten to the point about Michael Beasley's dad, saying that he was traded away because he looks like Delonte West. Because, well, I mean, he kind of does.
A little bit.
He does look like Delonte West.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, the only place on the entire internet that I could find anything on it was from a Boston Celtics fan blog. And they didn't say much, but ran this picture of a tweet supposed...
Okay, so it came out after it looked like LeBron quit on the Cavs. Yes, that's what I've been saying all these years. Okay, so he quit on the Cavs in that last series against the Celtics.
Boston Celtics
fan blog. My John Madden pen's not working anymore. Okay, so it was a rumor too crazy to be true. Blah blah blah. And no wonder Michael Beasley became a leopard on the Heat, and they were willing to dump the former number 2 pick to the Wolves for nothing. Okay. Could he have simply shaved his head? No, it might be like the tattoos and stuff too. That's just reminding him. Anyways, no truth or rumor. Okay.
Blog. And they didn't say much, but
crazy thing. Yeah, I was enjoying the Beasley and Dwayne Wade kind of duo that was forming there really fast. And I was always wondering why they got rid of him. Because to me, he was like a young, talented, upcoming player. But here we are.
Of a tweet supposedly from Beasley's dad that says they traded Michael Beasley because LeBron said he looked similar to Delonte West and he wasn't going to have that shit no more. Which, I mean, it's a fan blog. They could have made up this image or doctored it, and there's no other record of this on the internet or on Mr. Beasley's X account. But if we look really closely here, this tweet was sent from New Carrollton, Maryland, which is awfully close to where Mr. Beasley's city, Bowie, Maryland, is listed on his public X account. Hey, look, if this was doctored, then the guy who photoshopped it really went that extra step. And if it wasn't, then maybe Mr. Beasley knew something that we did not about the real motive behind a trade that swiftly sent his son off of a finals-bound team onto a lottery team for pennies on the dollar.
So straight up, maybe Dwayne Wade told him. He was like, dude, I'm sorry this is happening.
What happened with Gloria James after she allegedly became more than LeBron's mom to his former teammate? Well, would you believe that she became romantically entangled with a largely irrelevant South Florida rapper, forcing LeBron to subsidize his fledgling music career? Would you believe that her love interest, who enjoyed posting pictures wearing LeBron's championship ring, eventually accused the chosen one of cheating on Savannah with Beyonce, and later on stating that the King and Jay-Z's wife were hiding
secret child?
A secret love child. Well, you'd better, because if you've learned anything from this video, it's that all bets are off and shit can get out of pocket real fast.
I know.
When it comes to the relationship between LeBron James and his mother, who gave birth not only to LeBron James, but quite possibly the entire NBA as we know it in 2025.
Are you going to call him daddy? Did your mom call him daddy? Are you going to be a stepson now, LeBron? LeBron, are you going to change your name to LeBron West now? That's a good flow.
What? Oh, man. Guys, this was actually a hard one to get through. Just because the topic is just... It's brutal. It's like, it's such a serious topic. And then with all these AI photos that like, they're just triggering laughter from me. Like this was a rough one, man. Great video though. Great video. It's a hard one to react to. Cause like, there's parts of this that's like, yeah, man, y'all know how I feel about LeBron. But I mean, this is just messed up, you know? So I don't know. Like it's hard to laugh about it. But at the same time, considering it's LeBron, like, I want to laugh about it, but I just don't want to laugh about this happening to anybody, I guess. You know, it's just, this is just a wild situation. And it is a story of betrayal. He got betrayed by his mother and his teammate. That's brutal. That's brutal. I don't know about the whole organization. I wouldn't go that far. But, like, these are people you trust, especially your mother. I mean, you trust her more than anybody. That's man's first love, you know? But then your teammate too, man, that brotherhood, that's gotta hurt. So I don't really know what to say other than it looks like this is real. Obviously we don't have like evident proof, but with all the stuff that the LeBron camp was doing to bury this and hide it, combined with everything that Delonte has said, yeah, I think it's okay to assume that this happened. It does make a lot of sense, and I don't think I have anything else to say about it. Like, it's just wild. The ripple effect it had on the rest of the league for years to come, the timing of it all, that's unfortunate too. As just a basketball fan, knowing what era this brought in, it would also make sense too because LeBron, in 2010, when he did go to Miami, he left this whole situation behind. He went in there pissed off, angry, and like kind of full of hate. He was like a dark side at that point. He was more of a Sith than a Jedi at that point, and he was feeding into the hate. You know, he was like he was really, it was fueling him at that point, the hatred. And he even said it a couple times, like, y'all want me to be the bad guy? I'll be the damn bad guy. You know, not word for word, but he said that publicly multiple times during that period. So all I'm saying is it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. I'm really interested in what I'm going to see in the comment section on this video. So put your comments in there. I know I asked a lot of questions throughout the video. Don't worry about putting multiple comments in there. In fact, it helps. And they're easy to read that way. So, like, you know, if you're going along the video and you see a couple points, you're like, okay, let me comment on this, go for it. It's easier for me to digest that way. Plus, it's good for the video. So it's like a win-win. But yeah, I'm really curious to see what you guys have to say on this one, because I didn't think there was any validity to it until I started this YouTube channel and I started reading your guys' comments, and I'm like, dude, are they all wrong? Are they all being petty and just like, you know, throwing like a jab at LeBron because it's fun, you know? But like, I didn't know how real this was, but now I know, and knowing's half the battle. So anyways, I'm out of here, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video. Check out Red Blooded's channel, and yeah, subscribe to mine if you want more content like this. Everybody, I appreciate you. I'll see you in the comments, and be water, my friends.